Good evening, and welcome to Build Your Best Life. I am so excited to have you here. Happy New Year for those of you who weren't with us on Tuesday. Hey, 2023, what can I say? Happy to be here. Happy to have you all here. In life, you have choices. When you encounter lousy behavior, unlawful acts, and unethical, rude, and unkind people, you've headed in the wrong direction. You can ignore it. You can add your 2 cents in, or you can reach out to attempt to make a difference. Think about it. Which will you choose? Please reach out. Our theme for 2023 is It's All About Reach. It's all about reach. There is something that we can all do to help what's going on. When we sit and watch and remain silent, we become part of the problem as well, because we are not part of the solution. So I'm asking each of us in 2023 to think about it and to reach out to help, especially our young men. We want to help them to learn the basic principles that they need to overcome obstacles that they face in life, so that they can be the men that God created them to be. Please come on in, like, share, comment, let your buddies know, hey, Build Your Best Life is back, and they are ready. And we are excited to be back. Super excited to be back. So again, our theme for 2023 is It's All About Reach. Our theme for January is reaching to increase self-worth. Reaching to increase self-worth. And we talked about self-worth, Melissa Below and I talked about self-worth in detail on Tuesday. So if you missed us, please go back and watch the rewind so you can catch up to where we are. But we talked all about self-worth. And, it's not enough to think, I think a certain way, but what's inside you? What is it that you know that drives you to do what you do? There has to be something inside. I know I'm a great scientist. I know I'm a great politician. I know I'm a great chef. What is it that you know that you know that you know? What is your self worth? Well, tonight I'm going to be talking about love thyself because that is one of the most essential things that anybody can be a part of, and that is loving yourself. You have to love yourself. We keep seeing in the news people that we think that are so upbeat, so happy, yet they take their lives. So if that's the case, that they truly, truly love themselves and know their self-worth. So we want to make sure tonight and give you some tips on how important, how essential it is to love yourself first and foremost. So we know that in the beginning, what did God do? He created the heavens and the earth. He created the heavens and the earth. Not only did he do that, but what? He created man, and man became a living soul. So that's an important thing. When you think about it, as God created the heaven and the earth, he put a lot into it. If you ever take a leaf off of a tree and look at all the details, the veins in the trees, and based off what type tree the leaf came from, the shape, we always grow, when we draw a leaf, we tend to draw it like this. But if you look at the different leaves, you will see that they have different patterns. Some of them are smooth, some are rigid, some may be big at the top, smaller at the bottom. So he has a lot of details in everything he created. Look at all the different types of flowers. Even if you pick a rose, let's say someone gives you a dozen of roses and you look at the roses. When you look at them, they're all roses. They probably came from the same garden or plant that they grew them in. But when you look at each rose, not two of them are the same. They're different. So just like he was intentional with all the plants and the animals, he was intentional with us as well. He loves us. He made each of us unique. We look at identical twins, and sometimes it's really, really hard to tell them apart, but there is something that is unique about them. Same with triplets. There is something that's unique. No two are the same. Good evening, Agnes and Cynthia Ferguson. Thank you all for tuning in. Glad to see you here today. Dan, thank you for tuning in. Well, because God designed us and made us uniquely, he desires for us to think about that when we think about ourselves and to love ourselves in that way. So as I stated, it's important to know your self-worth. What my actions, the things that I do, what are those really based off? What is it that I know deep down inside to be true? And before, a lot of people, we find that, there's something that's not quite right. There's something that we want to work on. There's something, some type of self-help that we need to take a part of. But before we do that, there's some things that we need to do. We need to learn these things first. Number one, who we are. Number two, what is our worth? And number three, how to love ourselves. I'm going to say those again. Number one, who we are. Number two, what is our worth? And number three, how to love ourselves. Those are key things to know about ourselves before we go forth and try to do other things. So, first, who are we? I can only speak for Deborah. Who is Deborah? Okay, I'm a child of the King. I'm unique. When God made me, he broke the mold. There's no other Deborah. I know some people say, well, thank goodness for that. There's only one of her. But yes, there is only one of me. I know that I was made from love. I wasn't left over from some junk, a part of this and a part of that. I was made from fresh, the Spirit of God. He put me together. And, so you think about it, when things are created in the world, like you have a bedspread, or you have a new garment you may have gotten for Christmas. As soon as you got it, you got something on it. You have to know how to take care of it. You get instructions how to wash that garment. And so when you think about that, need some instructions. Yeah, you say God loves us, but how do I know that? I know it because of John 3:16. God loved us so much that he gave his only son to die for our sins. So I know I'm loved. So if someone loves me that much, why can't I love myself the same way? We have to walk in that love and value ourselves. Now just think about it. We encounter different types of relationships. We have people that come in and out our lives. We were talking about this tonight. It's so funny. A lot of people, have problems with saying no to people. And I have to say that I've been one of those people. But we've learned over the past, I'll say the last quarter, it's okay to say no. We have to worry about ourselves. What's best for us? So we have to learn to walk in who we are, how we were made, what instructions does it take to keep us happy and in love with ourselves. Because what someone can do or say to one person, another person that might just, throw them over the edge. They can't take it. So we have to value ourselves and know that we are important, know that it matters what we do and how we allow people to treat us. People get in relationships with people that want to abuse us. There's physical abuse. There's mental abuse, verbal abuse. God didn't make us to be abused. But if you don't love yourself enough, you always want to make excuses for that person that's not treating you the way that they should. So that's why, number one, remember, it is so important to know who we are, whose we are, and how we should be treated, how we should want and demand others to treat us, and how we should treat ourselves. That is so important. Hello, Tamika. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have something additionally you want to add to that, who we are and why it's important, feel free to add it to our comments. The second one is, what is our worth? What is our worth? When we have, we'll go and purchase a car and somebody will ask you, well, what did you pay for that? So what's the value of that car? How are you going to treat that car? What's the value of your home? Those things are your assets. Hey, I'm my asset. So what am I worth? I'm worth something because I'm an asset. I'm an asset to me. And those beliefs and things that I know to be true for me is worth something. And so you have to ask yourself some questions. If I'm an asset, how do I know I'm an asset? Okay, one, you can say, I know I have great, what type of skills? So somebody there tell me what type of skills that you know that you're great at. Another one, I'm something. What's a adverb that would describe something that you are. You know that you are. I'm beautiful. If you know that you're beautiful, hey, that's your worth. You can say it. I told a story the last time we were on with our, excuse me, our pearls about the lady, excuse me, she only had one prized possession and her husband only had one, but hers was her beautiful hair. So she knew that she had beautiful hair. So what do you have that you know? This bum diggity. I know I got it going on with that. Now, what is your skill? I don't see anything out here, so nobody has any skills. Nobody is. Excuse me. I have been sick, and of course, I would not start coughing until I got on. I'm going to try to talk with this cough drop in my mouth. See how that works out. uh, when you have, excuse me, you have worth or self worth, you know that it's right to do certain things and it's not right to do other things, right? Give me a minute, please. Okay, I think I'm back. So, still don't see any comments. However, I know some of you are really good at organization. You know, Tamika's on here. She's good at organization. She's good at making sure children have occupied. You know, she just doesn't say, well, here, go off and, you know, do something. She can give them activities to keep them preoccupied while they learn or whatever. So those things that you know that you are good at, that you can do, excuse me, that you can do, and it will assist you in being who you are, knowing your worth, and you know, being the best that you can be. When you have those things, you want to ensure that, hey, I know I have that. I know I can, and that can be a part of my everyday because I have to love myself. I have to know what about me is pleasing and pleasant. Is there something that's not? Is there something that I need to work on? But I want to be the best that I can be. I want my self worth to guide my actions because I know that my self worth and what I believe in, what I know is true, what comes from my heart, I know that I'm doing the right things and I'm showing others how to live and interact with others and do those things that are right. And the third one, and I'm going to kind of go through these kind of quickly, is, you know, how actually do I uh, love myself? What things can we do to make sure that, hey, yes, I do love myself. That I'm not just putting on a facade. I'm not letting other people see a smile, but inside I'm crying, I'm hurting. Uh, those are the things I want to do. So, you know, I know that I was wonderfully and beautifully made. I know that I am somebody. I know that I'm smart and and intelligent. And you know these things. And I know you've heard of affirmation. That's why affirmations are important. They are all positive things that you write because you know them. And so I am going to attempt to read my affirmation that I say daily. I am a beautiful, brown, intelligent gift from God. He has given me a purpose to assist others in building their best lives. I will be successful because I will smile, be pleasant and bold. I will be successful stepping out in faith and setting my goals. Yes, I am stepping out with humility, dignity, and grace. My word is consistency, and with it, I will win this race. I will be successful because I am in charge of my life, scheduling each day with God first, family second, and those other things I will set in place. With God leading and family support, I know I won't go wrong. I will be successful because I refuse to let rejections wreck my day. Instead, those no's will make me stronger and bolder. Confidence is the way. My blessings will soar, my spirit will roar. You see, for me, great things are in store. My purpose and my passion is reaching the lives of others and teaching them to turn the obstacles around. The B is my reminder to go, go, go. The golden rule guides my soul, and knowing how to treat others is my role. To God be the glory for those things in my life He has done. So you see, those are the things that I believe about myself. I love myself. And so I want to be the best that I can be. So if you can do some of those things as you move forward this year, the year after, or whatever, you want to have that self worth. But first and foremost, you want to love yourself, know how to love yourself, and know how you treat yourself. Because you got to be honest. And then you know how to allow others to treat or not treat you. But again, I want you to remember the three tips. And those are number one, know who you are. Number two, know what is your worth. And three, know how to love yourself. So I hope that there was something I said that helped you today. Apologize for being short, but I think I need to go. Who I can talk. So I do appreciate you coming on. And again, love thyself, know your worth. Please join us this Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My topic is going to be your worth is your worth. Your worth is your worth. And I do want you to remember this as we move forward. As you go along your busy day, you may encounter a young man who has lost his way. Don't shake your head. Don't steady your pace. Stop, reach out, give the young man a helping hand. And I think that is so crucial because if we're not helping, if we're not reaching out, then we're part of the problem as well. So let's reach that helping hand out more often in 2023. Again, thank you for tuning in today. Apologize for the cough. I hope that love thyself, that you got something out of it. Please share it with others. Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. And I hope to see you Saturday morning. Bye bye.